Your boy Guapo Damas at the top of the wall. Here we are. RTU Ikon Radio, 4luvofboxing podcast live on a Friday. We got special guests in the house. We got Trini Ochoa and Trini Ochoa Sr. in the house. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? We got my man over here, Jerry Munoz in the house. We got my man Robert Ruiz, Mr. LP in the house. And it's your boy Guapo Damas. Let's get right to it. Hey, man, nice to see you. Thank you for blessing us.
Yes, sir, man.
Down here on a Friday, bro.
You.
It was cool to see you down at the gala. We told you we were going to bring you in, and here we are, man.
Here I am. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys inviting me out here, and I'm just glad to be on the show.
Most definitely. Listen, for everybody at home, Trini Ochoa is one of the top prospects out here in Arizona. I believe he's still undefeated out here doing his deal. Baby. He's going to be on the undercard of the Navarrete and Sugar Nunez fight card that's here in Glendale coming at the end of the month, man.
February 28th. On the zone.
How's that training coming along, brother?
It's going great. I feel strong. We've been keeping everything sharp. I just came down from my strength and conditioning class right now, so
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Schedule.
You probably almost ready for nap time, huh? Or bedtime.
Yeah. I don't know. He got the word he's coming for the 4luvofboxing podcast.
Yeah, you gotta wake people up for that shit. Yes.
I'm a night owl, so I'm getting my energy right now.
Oh, you just getting
I'm getting a second win, ready for the championship rounds, bro.
Hey, listen, so right off the bat, man, we got to get to know you, bro. So you from Arizona? Where in Arizona you from, bro?
Born and raised in Mesa.
Mesa? Did y'all know that he was from Mesa? I didn't know this, man.
I knew a little bit about that. Yeah, I didn't know if he was claiming Mesa, but...
No, man, Mesa in the house. Arizona's always very proud to have anybody who represents from Arizona, right? It's even double as good when we have somebody with skills up in here, man. Yeah. Listen, what's your record standing at right now, my man?
21-0 with 9 knockouts.
21-0 with 9 knockouts, man.
You know what that tells me, like right off the bat, when I hear that, is that you're a pure slick boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Is that safe to say that's your style? Do you like to exchange at all, or do you prefer to like just the craft?
I like to exchange. I love the craft, but I do like to exchange. But I'm really defensive about it. I'm always coming forward. I'm always bringing the pressure. But I'm smart. I'm always at my distance, and I pick my shots and pick everything.
You know that reminds me of, bro? You know what that means? We just saw a master class of that this past week.
Yeah.
And Shakur Stevenson devastated Teofimo Lopez with that
exact mentality. I actually like that. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
They're hurting me right now, bro.
I was going the other way. That was not intentional. Not intentional.
Let's go ahead and talk about that. So we're talking about a new
so listen.
Champion at the
so my prediction of Teofimo knocking out Shakur in under 6 rounds may have been off a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
I got too emotional, man. I told you. I think with my emotions, man. And let my emotions get to me.
Well,
it was that Central American favoritism.
It was, bro.
In your defense, I was wrong, too, because my pick was also Teofimo Lopez. I thought he was going to put on a clinic versus the guy, and I was dead wrong because it was the complete opposite in reverse. I didn't think that Shakur Stevenson actually was going to carry the strength to hold off somebody who's already actually been established in a division that's a little bigger than him. And I wasn't sure if that speed and reflexes was going to actually equate at that division as well. Coming up in weight. I get it, 5 pounds, but I know you understand. 5 pounds, 7 pounds during those weight classes is no difference than 20 pounds, 30 pounds in the bigger weight classes. Like it's just about the compact of the formula, if you will. 5 pounds is significant.
Yeah.
And I know you know this because you had to cut weight higher throughout your amateur career and early in your pro career, where even if it's 2 or 3 pounds, making that run, putting the Aveline Vaseline on, putting in that freaking trash bag over your freaking body. I don't know if you've done that. Putting bubble gum and running and spitting, so you basically dehydrating yourself, trying to lose a few pounds.
Even before boxing, I had to do that for football. Football sometimes, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you've been an athlete through your whole life. Okay.
Speaking of which, what other sports do you follow heavily besides
football? Football.
NFL.
College football out.
Yeah. What do you think about the run of Indiana this year?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're on one, bro.
It was just underdogs. Like, they came out of nowhere.
Sure.
They started up last season. Made it to the college football playoff. Yeah, taking down my team, Notre Dame. Last team beat them still.
Ah, all right. Yeah, there's a lot of political. There's a lot of there's a lot of you could talk to 10 different people and you get 10 different answers about if you want Notre Dame mixed in with the big schools and them being independent. You wish they would be up in the mix, because all the cool kids are over here having fun.
Well, they're already
Notre Dame is
mixing
outside
some
looking in.
aspects, right? Aren't they in the division in basketball?
Football was
Yeah,
their first sport?
They are, right?
No, I've
But
played
it's
sports
football, they
since,
don't need to.
growing up.
Yeah, no, they carry their own.
Yeah.
They have enough weight to carry their own. Yep.
Yeah, so
Gentlemen, my apologies. We're getting all over.
No, my bad, bro. Wait, listen, when it gets interesting,
But no, I was just asking this young man here, how long he's been. If football was his first sport, but he's like he was basically
Yeah, my dad, he's always kept me in sports my whole life.
Yeah.
What was the first sport you ever played?
I think it was soccer.
Soccer.
Okay.
Soccer.
And I love that, which explains a lot right here. Slick, moving, footwork, beautiful freaking thing, man.
Yeah.
In fact,
I
I do hope you guys implement some of those drills in regards to your craft.
we do.
I love that. I
All
love that.
my football drills, the ladder work and stuff and everything.
Okay.
I was really young when I started soccer. How old was I? Like 5, 6.
Yeah.
You still follow soccer?
No.
No, I would say World Cup year. I'm
You
just
switched over to football. Once you switched over to football, then
Found love with that.
I'll tell you
so
that.
college football, no pro football.
I watched. My friends got me into the fantasy league this season.
Nice,
So
first time playing fantasy.
Yeah, it was my first time.
Oh,
So
I love
I had
it.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got third place. So
Would you be entertained if there was a fantasy boxing league that was established? Would that be something that you'd be like intrigued about?
yeah,
That would be pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
Wonder how they keep track of that. Like, what would
That's-
what would be the way to keep
They
track
can
of
figure
it?
it out.
Good question.
So I think the Ring magazine is going to get involved with doing something like that.
Turkey
because
LSC doing his thing, huh?
there's money involved in fantasy football,
Yeah.
fantasy sports, not just football. It's every other sport. They can make it work with boxing. It'll be interesting because just like any other stats, right? So every punch landed, for every knockdown, you get points. You
get
accumulate.
points. Yeah.
So you get to draft fighters, just like you draft a football team.
Yeah.
You'd be able to draft fighters, and then you'd have a bench of fighters. And then when a fighter gets hurt in camp, he's going to be off. So that it would have to work out somewhere.
Yeah,
It'd
they'd
be
have to
cool.
figure it out.
They can make it work.
That sounds like a 4-level boxing business opportunity right there.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Watch football. They play fantasy football. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So if
Exactly,
they did it with boxing,
Totally could bring it.
Yeah,
under
you just
own
gotta
light.
figure out how to make it
Yeah.
mainstream and fun for people. That's it. They'd be exposed to it, man.
Yeah, maybe we should, like you said,
That's what I'm saying.
figure that out a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, listen, Trini.
I think you're more
So-
of a master in regards to the fantasy.
When was
football
the
league,
first
so-
time you were exposed to boxing, bro?
Yeah, that was on me. How old were you?
I don't even remember. We've just been watching it since I could remember. When I was like little kid, 3, 4, 5
Who
years
were you
old.
watching?
Just the bigger fights, whatever the family
Which
gets together
fighters?
for. I remember Pacquiao Marquez. Those are some
Ah.
of my favorite
All
fights
those
to watch.
fights? Oh, yeah.
The day Manny died, bro.
And,
I didn't know that was the fourth fight.
and wait a second, we actually didn't get a chance to give respect where it's due. Those of you listening in, that's
Senior.
Oh,
I said that in the introduction of you.
That's
You weren't
my
paying attention,
friend.
sir.
So,
Hey, bro.
he's not.
What'd you do to him, bro? Shit, you see that?
So this was father-son relationship, and we actually did have a segment in regards to this, and it's a controversial situation, But regards to father-son relationships in the sport of boxing, that is. But you obviously got your son into sports, and you want to keep him active, and that's a beautiful thing, and I get that as a father as well, You grew up watching, so you're obviously a fight fan.
Yeah, I'm a fight fan.
You from through and through. When was the first time you remember getting into boxing? Or gym at that. I mean, just like when did you start training? When did you? Do you remember that moment when you walked in and the smell? I know those of you guys that don't know. That's that gym smell, that boxing.
Oh, it's
man.
lovely.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Yeah, for those that like it, you like it. You know what I
It's an
mean?
acquired
Yeah.
taste.
I remember my first sparring session. I think I was like 13. We were up against a tall dude, right? I think so. It's
So
long.
you,
I remember though.
Was it junior high or freshman?
Junior high.
So you're like 7th, 8th grade or something at that point.
Yeah,
Okay.
Did you like to fight before that? Like when you were a kid that liked to fight?
Was he a troubled young man?
I like to fight on the street. That's what he
Yeah.
That's how we pushed it. You know what I mean? Growing up, I always taught him how to defend himself and his family. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to
That's
grow
it.
up and he's got to be able
What
to
you
take
say
care
about
himself and
my
his
mama?
family.
Of course,
Exactly,
of course,
you know what I mean? And so he just kept, doing that. And then all of a sudden, I taught him all the sports, and then he's the one that chose boxing.
That's
Never
what's up.
put gloves on.
That's what's up.
Never put
That's
gloves
what's
on.
up. I
The
love
sport
that.
that I
Or
teach
did
him.
boxing choose him?
Yeah, that's what's
Boxing
up.
chose him.
Okay.
The sport that I didn't teach him, he was like, I want to box.
So let me
Gave
ask
you
you,
that
so
itch.
did you enjoy throwing some hands in them streets growing up and stuff?
Yeah.
I know
What do you mean? I can make a living doing this?
so what I know is this Mesa has a couple of it has two sides. I always thought growing up from South Phoenix, I always thought everyone on the east side was just living it up, like, oh, that's the good life out there. And as I got older and I finally actually crossed past the freaking freeway,
Yeah, there's a hood in Mesa.
and I
bro.
learned a few things. I was like, oh, Chandler has a freaking barrio. Mesa has a barrio. It's like, oh, so it's not all freaking,
Scottsdale, Arizona has a hood.
The wrong side of town.
You look for it, you're gonna find it.
But so you grew up in Mesa, Arizona.
No, listen, I asked him, but you didn't even hear my question. You heard it though. What was the itch, bro? What was that itch that gave you that itch to get into boxing, bro?
What was her
Just,
name?
Being a kid, I was always quiet. I was always reserved to myself. My dad always saw that too. But when I would get into a fight on the street or something, I would call my dad right up after. I'd be like, "Dad, I just
Super
excited, like, and that's something he never really saw me get too excited about anything else before.
That's a beautiful.
That is definitely.
So him being my dad, he doesn't want me to keep getting in trouble, right? So he told me he'll put me in a boxing gym, and if that's what I want to do, he'll make me a world champion.
How long was it before you liked it? Once he put you in that gym, bro?
Right away.
Like that right away?
It was like.
And you're a scrapper. You basically threw from hard. It seemed like you're a scrapper.
All the other
Yeah.
sports, like team sports, I guess I wasn't really too into it. Like all the attention was on me, so I could slack off, or I could just,
Now it's 100% on you.
That's the coach's son. He's gonna do all the stuff.
Yeah.
He's put in the right position. But now everything's on me, and that's where I thrive the most. I feel like.
Love it.
I always like asking that question.
You're
Right?
leveling up because it's you versus you.
Another sport that
Not
I really
relying on
liked
anybody
a
else.
lot that was before boxing as well was baseball, because it was a similar aspect, just kind of one-on-one with you and the pitcher.
Yeah.
From the batting perspective.
I never even thought about that. You're absolutely right. I guess it is a one-on-one when it comes to the
batting,
batting.
So I guess it's safe to say you keep a tight circle.
Yeah.
Really tight circle.
Yeah.
And what's the least thing you like about boxing? What part of training is it that you're just like, oh, I know I got to do this?
Oh, I know when we was at the presser, bro, they were blowing all that taco smoke right at us, bro. That shit was horrible. They literally were. We're standing there, bro, and then
So of course, this man understands.
Yes.
The hardest part about boxing is the discipline throughout camp.
Yeah.
Is the food that you can't have, the stuff you gotta put to the side, right? Like the carbs and everything that tastes good, everything that has a flavor, right? Gets pushed to the side.
All my friends already know not to ask me out to go eat or anything while I'm in fight camp, because I'm not gonna.
Right. You can't.
I got my meal preps in my fridge at home. That's all I gotta eat.
But once you can control that mentally, once you can control it, don't matter what environment you're in, like you don't get turned on by it.
Yeah.
Like you can just completely just be on Jedi mode and just it doesn't even matter what's going on.
I call bullshit
around
to that. I saw the look in his eyes when we were smelling them tacos, bro. I'm telling you.
But that's
like,
discipline, though.
That's
One eye on you and one eye on the top.
You can't crunch loud because then he's gonna hear the echo, the crunch of the
You
show.
know my dad's right behind me, and he's not gonna let me eat.
Is it one of those where it's like your lady at home making dinner or stuff? You're like, you check in on him. Oh, he's asleep. We can eat now.
That's what he said, bro. When he leaned into you and he was whispering, he wasn't giving respect. He was telling you, "Hey, bro, talk to my dad so you catch his attention so I can sneak to the taco and shit."
No, that's legit, man. That's the hardest part is the weight.
Yep. So knowing that, I know off camera you did mention, it's all about the discipline, what you're sharing here right now. And for those of you watching and stuff, and even the youngsters, we got a lot of fans that are upstart youths and stuff. Just know those candy bars, those ice cream bowls, those pieces of cakes, those
anything that's got sugar in it, bro.
Those flavored coffee.
If you're
all
really
that bullshit
serious,
stuff.
Everything
if
we
you're
love.
really serious about the game and get yourself up to the game and level and be able to be a part of a headlining boxing card and stuff, like you really it's all about discipline, and that
There's plenty
It's
of
the most
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
That
Amen.
is like the most important thing in regards to the sport, because once you kind of lose that, it's kind of all downhill from there, you know. Believe it or not, back in my fighting days, I know it doesn't freaking actually show, but I used to.
It definitely doesn't show, man.
I used to box at 147.
2-time.
Two-time
Gold gloves.
Yeah.
That man right there.
Hey, I brought you a medium shirt too.
Get you
Some
in.
inspiration.
That young man, I ate that mofo whole twice. You know what I mean? Like, hey.
Yeah, you look happy now.
Hey, we all happy here at the Local Boxing
It's a very happy party.
Hey, I know the sacrifice. I want to show it because the sport of boxing is my life. I live, eat, sleep, shit this. I was 12 years old.
Yep.
100. Me and this guy, we've been going to fights together, traveling since the early 2000s. We were like 22, 23 years old, traveling to California, Vegas, and we've been doing it multiple times a year ever since then. Now he's like these guys are like my best friends, and the fact that I grew as a young man like yourself, I grew up with a circle of guys that also happens or learned to love the sport of boxing is amazing, because there's just so much within the sport, and I appreciate it to the 10th power. And what mind-boggling for me is others also. I'm not alone. I thought to myself, do I have a problem? Like, why is that guys, young men my age, they fantasizing about girls, and I'm laying in bed just reminiscing, thinking about
the big fight tomorrow.
fights and stuff. And I'm like, I can't wait to see this, or like, man, that fight was so awesome. And I'll go back to school and stuff, and nobody was about that life. I'm like, you guys see that fight? And they're like, what fight?
So to paint the picture a little bit more clearly is we were the largest underground party promotional crew in the Phoenix area for a long period of time, and we were having events every weekend. Before we would go out to organize our event, we would always catch the fights first.
Mandatory.
The boxing fights were our
pregame. Before we stepped out, it was
always our pregame. Boxing was always
on.
on. Friday night fights was in at the time, and then Saturday the big fights and stuff, and it was always at Mr. LP's parents' house. And we would all gather there to start the pregame, and then we would leave from there to do our nightlife
shenanigans. We gotta do our
nightlife.
nightlife.
Where I left after the pay-per-view fights, and everybody left the house.
That's where he was going. Yeah.
That's how that came about. He said,
"Yeah, party with this guy."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been to our parties.
No doubt. So,
and listen, hold on. This question is going to be more oriented towards you than instead of Trini, right? Let me ask you, as his pops, when he finally took an interest in the boxing and you got him in there, how long was it before you knew you had something special in him?
Shoot, I always, since he was a baby, thought he was special.
It's a proud daddy.
I love it.
Proud daddy.
I love it.
Didn't take too long, so right away, pretty much.
But there was one. There has to be.
You know,
I think what he's getting at though.
He could work, and
you know his passion.
Work
That's what's
everybody.
up.
Yeah.
There's no quitting in him. There's a fighter that thinks they're exhausted in a practice. No, he's barely starting. He's barely starting when they're exhausted. He keeps going forward. There's no stop to this guy. He's a machine.
I love the drive.
How's that feel when your biggest supporters like always over your right shoulder, bro?
It feels good. I feel like I'm always where I need to be.
Blast, Tom.
Yeah, that safety blanket right there is a big deal. You know, and we talked, like Mr. LP mentioned, we talked about the whole father-son dynamic in boxing. And you see some of these other big fighters that make it to this level. For example, we just saw Teofimo Lopez get defeated by Shakur Stevenson. And Teofimo's dad is his head trainer. And you see the contrast of styles when you looked at those two fighters in that ring, and you looked at the corner, and you saw the differential from what Teo Sr. was giving his corner as opposed to what Shakur was getting. Shakur was getting direction. He was getting advice.
Till the last round.
And they were clearly in the lead, but they were still working as a unison. And the opposite side, completely opposite.
It was a meltdown.
You know, and eventually you get a lot of that disdain for your head trainer. And if it happens to so be your dad, you know, it's a conflicting situation for you as a fighter. And I guess what I'm getting at is it can be a problem. Has there ever been a problem between you two? I mean, have you guys always?
Hey, we could ask him to step out.
Hey, I'm gonna watch it afterwards.
I'm gonna hear everything. I'm gonna be real because we like to speak. We like to get personal.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing right now is I didn't grow up in the perfect household with my dad. And so I'm gonna be up and honest with you. And I told these guys, and I haven't told many other people. I don't think I ever mentioned this on this podcast. But I'm gonna throw it at you right now. The first person that I've ever wanted to whoop their ass was my dad, bro. Yeah, but for different reasons, not because we were working together side by side. It was because I was missing something, right? And he was there. He was a provider, but I wasn't getting that like father leadership from him. So when he did something bad, I used that as a like, why are you so fucking this way? And then once I was old enough and once I was strong enough, I didn't even know my strength then. The first person I ever wanted to unleash that fury on was my fucking dad. And it happened one time later as I grew older. But
you should have been in boxing, bro, so you would have had a better release.
My point being is there's always going to be something against the people that are closest to you, whether it's your provider or any loved ones in your circle.
Yeah. And,
so I'm just giving you a little bit of a perspective of why I ask is because I want the best for you both. I always want the best for any AZ fighter coming out of here. But I just want to be honest with you right now. Is you can be honest with us and you can be honest to our viewers. If you had any issues with your dad, you can say right now, like, hey, yeah, we went into the ring, we threw on gloves, we sparred for a couple rounds or anything like that.
It's never gotten that bad, and right now I think we're way past that hump.
That's like, what's up.
There's been times like in the past, like in the amateur and stuff, where like it's too much. It's like, all right, Dad, let me do something. Like let me go out with my friends this time or something like. Stuff like that.
So he taught you the discipline.
Yeah.
That's what's up. He also tipping cap there. Shit.
And now we're just past that hump where we're always kind of on the same page. Sometimes it'll be like we're with each other too much, but we were both well aware of where we are with each other, and we're both we know each other more than anybody.
Yeah.
So even if he gets mad at me, I know exactly where that's coming from, and if he sees me frustrated or mad, he knows exactly where I'm coming from with that. So we're always on the same page.
And how to calm them down.
And listen, as a father, listen, as a father, when you're doing your part in the training, what's the hardest aspect for you as a father as you're training?
Don't get hit. I don't want him to get hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want him to experience pain.
Yeah, I don't want him to experience pain. You know what I'm saying?
Our kids are going to though.
It is though.
We're going to. This is a hurt business.
It is, and on the father-son tip, I can imagine it. Like, I used to be a fighter in my younger days, and my son, he just celebrated a birthday. He's a teenager and stuff, but he's a young man, right? He's not into the sport of boxing, and I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna force his hand and stuff. It is what it is. But he's my pride and joy. He's my baby boy, and I tell him he's gonna forever be my baby. And I know you feel me with this, okay? It's just like to sit there in the sideline, or in this case, in the corner, the adrenaline that's going through his body while he's in the ring fighting, and the adrenaline that's going through the corner. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to be the head trainer of somebody you raised in the gym growing up, but it's a whole other aspect when you are in the corner. And not only did you raise him in the gym growing up, in the fighting aspect, but raise him as an offspring.
Yeah.
It hurts. And you're sitting there and like the emotions come into play. So like in regards to you having to be calm, cool, and collective in that ring, I can imagine it's something that you had to learn yourself in regards to when you're working the corner and being there for him, and you get frustrated, or maybe he get hit with a big shot, and you're like, oh my gosh, like hey boy, like hey, make sure you stay away from that freaking shot. It's got to be so tough and difficult. Yeah. It really does. But I apologize. I know we're kind of like all over the place, guys. But when you started boxing, did you guys just started working out with each other, or did you guys go into a gym before you guys kind of did your own thing?
Power MMA, we walked in.
Yeah, Mesa.
Yeah, I mean it was meant to be because we walked into Power MMA and Jose Benavides was coaching daily.
Oh shit!
so we kind of like just meshed right after that with them.
Yeah.
So Jose Benavides was his coach for 2 years.
Yeah.
For
My first 2 years of boxing.
From the
they
young
taught us
up.
everything, man. They taught us a lot.
That's what's up.
No,
man.
and I would say, and listen, and I would say,
I learned how to do everything from Jose. He taught me how to rap.
and I would say that's a great example of a father who was able to train his kids and have
I love
huge
that.
success.
You know what? That was a
A father-son combo here. Learning the Tojin stuff, of the sport with another father-son.
Well,
And guess what?
We just
Brothers
talked
brother
to
brought together.
Yeah.
He's got 2 champion boys.
Yeah.
And I know you're on your way and Pat to do the same, man. Respect to you, man.
You know, that's interesting because Benavides Senior just told us a couple weeks ago at the meet and greet with his son is that's how he learned too off of Freddie Roach.
Yeah.
He learned so much being in the wild card gym, and he almost learned to be the head coach after that. And now he passed that down to this gentleman right here, so he could
passing the knowledge,
you know what I mean? And that's the beautiful thing about the
shout
sport.
out to another fellow Team AZ homie right there. Like I've known Jose Senior for a very long time. I don't know exactly when he got into the game, but I met him when I used to be a trainer in the South Phoenix area and stuff, and I got nothing but respect for him. The fact that he came from, if you will,
he came from the gutter too.
He came from nada. He had no experience. He never put on a pair of gloves, but he got his boys into the sport, and he was like, I just learned from the best.
He learned from the best.
It was Robert Garcia, Freddie Roach, and he just kind of pushed it. And the fact, this I didn't know this part about this, but the fact that he's even willing to share the knowledge and pass it on
that's a beautiful thing.
Freaking amazing. And that's a great thing. So my question to you, Senior, Pops.
He keeps saying it that way, bro. It sounds negative when it says it that way.
What do you mean? Because that's what it is, right? No disrespect, man.
Why don't you just call him old, bro?
My knee's gonna start.
But did you ever actually experience any ring
Experience?
time, or this is all kind of like you guys just grew,
I got
you
a
guys
lot
grew
of common
together?
sense. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of common sense. And then growing up,
Well,
if you're from Mesa,
did you
you're
grow
going
up?
down.
I was going to
You know
say,
what I'm saying?
did you grow up in Mesa?
You know,
You threw some
Oh, yeah.
squabbles.
Oh, yeah.
You threw some
Oh,
squabbles.
yeah.
You
Too
grew
many to
up.
count. Too many to
You
count.
grew up and stuff, so you knew, but you're like, hey, when somebody's throwing a punch, move your head.
Move your head. Or don't wait. Don't let them throw the punch.
Hey,
Just start punching.
Listen, so you said earlier, the hardest part for you as a pops and as a trainer is looking in and going, I don't want to see him take any damage or see him get hurt. My question for you would be, in the ring, have you ever been hurt? Have you ever been once where you're like, holy shit, that really hurt, and I may be in something here, so I got to move a little bit more or something?
I've never actually gotten like rocked or heavy where my legs wobbled or anything like that.
Nothing went.
How about Twilight? I know you know what I mean by that, bro. You get popped and he's like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've gotten caught with a couple good shots where it's like, boom, all right, cool. Like,
It's serious now. Yeah, it's serious.
But nothing that had me wobbling or anything. I've never been rocked like that. So
does it wake you up? Does it piss you off? How's that?
When
you get hit with a clean shot, you're like, what's your reaction?
More like I hear my dad in my head.
Be better.
I hear my dad in my head. Stay sharp. Don't lose focus. Like
move your head.
Move your head. When he gets hit, he comes back with 3 shots, and that freaks me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bam, and then he comes back.
The toughness comes in.
You gotta relax sometimes.
That's when you got.
Like one of the broadcasters said, he's a dog. He's a dog. He is hit. He comes back with 4 more. You know. That's exactly.
And now I do love that. That clearly shows that you got heart. Yeah. That clearly shows that you're about it and stuff. But
that composed.
As long as you rebuttal, if you will, poised and don't get sloppy and get yourself caught again and stuff, you know. But I love that because that's the dog. That's doggy.
Listen,
you come from a rough, you know, from the sounds of it at least. You come from the rough area of the Mesa, Arizona tip. So you got the experience from growing up. You're a tough guy, clearly.
Listen, so these guys are the experts when it comes to the boxing tip part of it, right? And getting in with that. I'm what you would call, let's just say, the moderation part in here, or the entertainment part of it, to add a little bit of comic side of it, right? My question would be for everybody at home is, when you're not in boxing training, what are you doing on your time off, bro? What's a cool day for you if you don't have to train that day?
I'm doing a bunch of nerd stuff. I'm either playing video games or I'm at the card shop playing like Magic.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
stuff.
what's up.
so you're a trading card guy too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I can't be out drinking or
100%.
friends. So
100%. That
I'll find something else to
you
do.
wired in that way, bro.
Other fighters
I'm
do.
good with that. You know?
Yeah, 100%, bro. How can you not be?
You
You know?
stay disciplined, whether you're in training camp or not.
The discipline starts with the sacrifice, and the sacrifice is not going out and finding something else to do. And I just found things I like to do that keep me out of trouble.
What game system you like getting into? Is it a PS, the PlayStation, or
all of them? I like
a little bit of all of them.
games and stuff too. So like all the old.
Oh,
games and
really?
stuff, I have all that
Okay.
stuff too. Like whatever I want to play, I have it.
What's your favorite game then?
Oh, I can't give you that question.
Give us the top three. Give us your top three favorite games of all time.
The game of the year that was this last year, 2025's game of the year, that was probably one of my top three. Expedition 33. That one's a brand new one, but that one won game of the year last year. It's pretty popular now.
Man, I go back to the original Resident Evil, bro. I mean, now it's dated if you go back and play it, but man, when it first came out and it was on the PlayStation, on the PlayStation system, right? And you're actually playing through. I remember that was one game where at one point I had to pause and go, "Whew, relax, hold on." It's getting my heart going a little bit too much, you know.
Coming out this year, I think.
Oh, is that new Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Yeah. My lady plays the VR Resident Evil one, man.
Oh,
a little bit too much for me. A little bit too much for me. But hey, I love you at home, by the way, Michelle.
Hey,
see, you just got mentioned again a different thing.
Yeah, Michelle, don't go running up against the wall trying to run off of fucking something. So, you play any boxing games? Like, have you gotten into that realm?
Are you old enough to have played Mike Tyson's Punch Out? Is what he's trying to ask.
Oh, I played Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Classics. I know that, but I'm asking what you like.
The Fight Night games back on the Xbox 360.
Bro.
Those are the last good ones that came out.
There
hasn't been a good boxing game since those.
It's been a minute.
The Fight Night Legends one, man. The
new game just came
Undisputed.
out. Undisputed with this.
Shout out Rambling
Ralph.
Rambling
Ralph. He's actually a trainer and an announcer. He's got his voiceovers over the last couple of weeks.
That's dope.
So it is. It is. You ever played the Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing?
I haven't.
That was on Sega, bro. That was on Sega. Sega Genesis.
And when you purchased and of course we did. Me and my brother, we had that. I remember opening it up and I was so ecstatic because it had a boxing card in it.
Oh really?
I still have it to this day. You know,
that's tight.
And we're talking. And I was probably like 13, 14 years old when I got into the game. Well, obviously, was saying different age, different.
The equivalent of that was
way back. You know what I mean?
What was it? The popcorn? What was that popcorn? The Cracker Jacks when you got the
little. Oh yeah, little girl.
That was my equivalent.
Yeah. It was exciting.
Though.
At that time,
at the time.
Or the cereal, you know.
So real quick, when he said VR, and he mentioned playing Resident Evil on VR, you're like, oh hell no! What scares you, my dude? What's your phobia? Are you scared of heights? You scared of the dark? What's the one thing?
I hate rodents.
Like, oh hell no!
I hate rodents. I fear rodents.
Dad probably knows the answer better than I do.
What's his fear? What's his fear?
Bugs. Bugs with wings or bugs like roaches that are on the ground.
Spiders that are bigger than
snakes.
like this. Anything bigger than that? Oh, I'm good.
Those motherfuckers get big and they jump, bro.
And I love
That's gonna crawl on him. Probably.
So you couldn't do Fear Factor.
No,
no.
Oh yeah, when they got their head in there and all those things get piled on.
Yeah.
No.
Scorpions.
So I'm gonna say that you don't go camping.
I'm the same way, but I had to grow up.
No choice.
In a tent.
Stop
in it.
Yeah. I've been bit by a spider in a tent before. I never saw it, so I didn't really care. But I'm fine. Like it's just if it's too much of them, you know. Like we were camping one time and there was like a huge bee infestation.
Oh yeah.
And there were just bees everywhere, and I learned to like just try to ignore it and hope I don't get bit. Like
you don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with you.
Yeah.
See, I get a chance to see a little bit of different type of nature. I live up north, bro. I live right outside of Prescott, and out there you get a chance to see black bear. You got wolves, you got coyotes all over the place, but you have mountain lions. The other day, and the maintenance dude at my job showed me a video. We're sitting there, right? And he's like, "Hey, do you remember the other day you was BSing with me in the parking lot? It was kind of late." I said, "Yeah." And he pulls up the cameras. It's a camera I don't have access to, so I didn't even know that camera was there, right? And sure enough, he shows me all, I talk with my hands all right there. Cool. Then I step off camera, and 2 seconds later, a mountain lion gets up, 2 feet where he was laying next to me the whole fucking time on that
Jeez.
video and gets up and
Friendly?
just walks. Huh?
Friendly?
Oh, well, I didn't know he was there, bro. So it must have been very friendly, bro.
He wasn't hungry then.
It wasn't.
Yeah, nah.
See, that would scare me. I would.
You know what? It tripped me out because I came.
Yeah.
Well, listen, up there, I'm working on the campus that I work on. You can sometimes hear them on the roof, so you can hear them walking around on the roof. So we know they're there, right? Having said that, I was piggybacking off of that to the beginning because to me, I know they're there, so it doesn't really terrify me. Now you make that be a 2-inch mouse runs out of me in the middle of anywhere, and I'm taking off running like I'm screaming, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up, bro. I'm terrified.
I just remembered. I don't like the ocean. I'm not a fan of the ocean.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
That is a thing. It's an equilibrium thing. It's like
I don't mind the feeling of being on a boat. I could handle that. I just don't like not seeing what's underneath me.
Yeah.
And there's creatures there that has not been discovered, man. It is pretty scary, man.
I'll be enough you say it like that, bro.
I'm not the best swimmer. I'm like a rock. I sing.
Oddly enough, you say it like that, bro, because we get a chance to do a little bit of traveling, right? And every time we're going somewhere, we got to get on a plane. I feel like that about a plane. It's like, it's not the motion or something, but it's just the knowing that there's nothing underneath my feet at that moment. Yeah. Just don't sit well with me
I'm
mentally.
fine with planes because I can see everything.
Because
how I feel going in a plane, like you just mentioned, I feel like we're just like in a tin can. And I'm all like, oh my God.
He doesn't understand the aeronautics,
every
bro.
time it shakes, man, my anxiety goes. I am definitely afraid of flying. I fly all the time, but I'm like, oh, snaps.
Have you guys implemented any kind of like AWA therapy or AWA like training into you guys' camps yet or anything like that?
Just ice pass.
Oh yeah.
From the sound of it, you're not a fan of that at all.
That's one thing you don't.
You said
ice bath recovery.
Sacrifice right there.
But that's a recovery.
How long do you usually sit in an ice bath?
What's your max?
10 minutes.
10.
What?
That's pretty fucking long,
bro.
bro.
I thought that's usually just a couple of minutes and you get in and get out. Seriously?
Hey, dude, hey, you see that? Hey, bro, boo him.
We're
about to kick him out today.
No, 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
That's good. That's impressive.
The first like 3 minutes sucks the worst, and then you start getting numb, and then you
can't feel shit.
Yeah,
and all you gotta be is just be told, hey, time to get up.
Just don't move, and you're good.
Hey, listen, Trini, we want to thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to get to know you a little bit. And just for everybody at home, because it's a big audience watching today, we're going to be having them come in again and again and again, and we're going to keep this dialogue going, man. And, man, we hope to see your career flourish. February 28th, big card, man. Tell everybody at home what's on, man.
Yep. February 28th, you can catch me on the Zone, on the
prelims,
and on the prelims, on the undercard. Check me out. I'm excited to be there. I'm ready to put on a good show.
Man. What do you know about your opponent?
He's tall. He's really tall.
Just a tall, skinny kid from Mexico.
Tall, skinny kid from Mexico. And he's a dog. He could fight.
He bangs.
Brawl. Yeah, he's not.
Most people from Mexico come in here and can usually bang, bro.
I mean, yeah, he's Mexican, so that's a given, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna come to fight.
Are you hoping that he comes to your chest? Are you hoping he brings a fight to you? What are you preparing?
Even if he doesn't, I'll bring him down to my chest.
Nice.
I'm gonna work that body, so he's better.
Yeah, that's that dog.
You better be out there doing those.
Nothing but the
crunches,
dog.
those abs.
Is it 10-round fight?
8 rounds.
8 rounds. Okay, so you don't have a big window to get that work in.
Yeah.
Are you looking at starting to establish dominance from the first opening bell?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with that. He's gonna be taller, longer, but I have a good jab and I have a good distance, so I'm gonna be able to get that jab in on him. And I'm just gonna start with that, establishing the jab, and then start working my way.
See
down.
what his reaction is to that, and start working.
Yeah, you'll kind of have to figure it out from there. Your pops will give you the strategy once you're in there figuring him out, and you guys get it done.
Too much right now.
Yeah, you guys are asking some cues.
I'm taking notes over here. Wait, he said what? Yeah, man. Listen, tell us a little bit. Who do you fight for, bro? Who's your fight promoter?
I'm independent.
You're independent?
Yeah.
We've seen you at a couple cards, though. You have fought for some of our promoters here, though, right? In Arizona, we've definitely seen you at a couple of them. Look, and we got to give a big shout out to Emily Boxing too, man. She's very friendly to this show, so most big up.
She's my favorite person in the sport of boxing.
No, we love her.
Listen,
really?
She's the hardest working girl behind the curtains, man.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
Can't
hate on that at all, bro. Listen, weighing in on the Friday I'm taking before, or is it the Thursday before? The actual Friday
Friday
before?
Friday, yeah.
We'll see you at the weigh-ins, bro.
Alright,
Definitely see you at the weigh-ins, bro. We'll definitely touch base with you then, too. Everybody at home, make sure you're looking out for that day. Friday, we'll actually be live, but we'll be live down there at the weigh-ins that day, man. Listen, Trini, thank you so much for coming down here. Listen, you have the world listening. Go ahead and give your shout-outs, bro.
Thanks for having me. I want to thank all my sponsors. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to all my family and everybody who's going to come out to support me on the 28th.
Give a shout out to those sponsors, bro. Let them know who it is.
Just a whole bunch of them.
There's
man.
too many to list.
There's too many to
Yeah,
list.
no,
All
We
right.
got commercial break. I'll bring them up.
A big sponsor right here, FX Construction.
There
Shout
you
out
go.
to
Yeah.
Yeah. And then where can they find you on socials? Where can everybody?
Trini AA on Instagram.
On Instagram. Make sure everybody's tapping in. Tell them one more time. We're on Instagram.
Trini AA, or follow my dad. He posts just as much as me about me. Trini Tattoo. You can get some good tattoos.
Yeah,
There
man.
you go.
Look, hook you up with some good
That's another
tattoos, too.
sponsorship.
Yeah. Listen, thank you so much for everybody listening in. Man, Valley of the Sun, go ahead and give your shout-outs, man, as we're tapping out.
Being a proud dad, as you guys know, one of my monikers on my socials is I'm a proud single dad. And I call myself the self-proclaimed single father of the year.
He is, man. He does his
I
work.
got one kid. I don't know how many you got. How many kids you got?
6.
That you know
11.
of? No. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is why I only have one. Because he made plenty
Yeah.
to cover the gap. But I only got one.
I love them all. I love them all.
Yeah, and then she's my everything. So all my sacrifices for her. But I've become that father where the relationship that you guys have, and to see what she's doing is amazing. And like, I feel as accomplished being a father, seeing that my daughter is doing amazing things and is on amazing platforms. It brings so much joy and fulfillment that I've never thought that I could ever experience as a parent. So my shout out and my salute is to you, sir, senior. You know, because from the little bit that I've got to meet you guys tonight, and you guys have opened up, and that's a beautiful thing, is we bring that real right here. And I can just sense that, bro, the pride and joy that comes from you coming out of this man and what he brings to the table. And so I want the best for both of you guys. I want the success and nothing
less.
for the Ochoa team and everybody that's in that small circle. And I hope, and I really do, that we're on the cusp of joining that circle of trust. Because we want to build you up on this platform. We want to build up everybody that's also here, because there's a lot of big fighters like this young man that are coming up here in Phoenix, Arizona, or Mesa, in the Phoenix metropolitan area, that we want to highlight on the 4 Level Boxing podcast.
Everybody at home, make sure you're taking a look to that man right there, Trini Ochoa. Make sure you're taking a look, because he's doing his thing, man. Make sure you guys are supporting him to the fullest. Mr. LP, give your shout-outs, man.
Let's start off with right here off the bat. Emily, nothing but love to you, girl. Me and you had a nice conversation yesterday, and thank you for making this happen. I actually asked both these gentlemen to make this possible, and you're the one that pretty much helped made it, and I appreciate you. Always do. You're the best. Shout out to Matchroom for bringing the fight.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here to Arizona. That's the beautiful thing, and you got yourself an opportunity to be on a major platform and the DAZN app, which is basically the home of boxing at this particular point. You know, Showtime and HBO, they don't exist anymore. This is the platform, and you're going to be on there, man. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Do you consider this I'm sorry, Mr. LP. Do you consider this the biggest fight of your career?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is it because of the platform? Is it because of the opponent? Or is it because of all that?
Because of both. I got a tough opponent in front of me, and it's on the biggest stage I've fought on. So it's gonna be
yeah. So you want to represent everything that you did up to this point, bro. Yep. Leave it all in that ring, brother.
Yep.
Whatever happens, it's already been written. But you just go in there and enjoy yourself and enjoy the fruits of your labor, my dude.
Yep.
All eyes is going to be pointed in there on a fight night and stuff for all the boxing heads and stuff that we are obviously catering to. And I'm excited. Us as a team, shout out to us. I love what we do, gentlemen. Guapodamas, Valley of the Sun. I can't thank you guys enough helping build this together as brotherhood. This is just so amazing. And we have a good time doing what we do. Like, you can't call this work when we just so heartily enjoy this, you know. And I just can't wait for fight night. It's actually now just a couple of weeks
3 weeks away.
And I thank you both of you,
making the time
for taking the time to get out of your busy schedule. And I know it's busy. This is fight. This is fight month. Usually you get 2 months, 2.5 months of training camp. You got a few more weeks until it's fight time.
This man came straight out of the ice
he
box.
did, bro.
And
He
you
did,
took,
bro.
Cold as ice.
you took the time to come out
It's
here.
cold
And
as
I
ice.
appreciate you. And that's why we're wrapping. So we're not gonna take too much of your time. We thank you, and we'll love to have you back afterwards. So you can go ahead.
But I said we're gonna celebrate afterwards, bro. Yeah.
Because well, this is what we do. We're those of you guys obviously know 4Level Boxing. We're stationed here in Arizona, and yes, we love the sport of boxing as a whole. Period. But there's no denying or knocking. We're biased about Arizona. Period. We root, support to the 10th power our Arizona boxing fan. And I would love to have you come anytime. And whether we schedule you to come through here or you feel like you need to get something off your chest. Maybe you saw a fight and be like, man, I got so much to say. You know what? Hey, guys, can I pull up? Anytime. Doors always open, bro. We would love to have you anytime, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Whether you're in training camp or not. Real talk.
Yeah.
Just as my boy Jerry did mention, too, the father-son relationship is that. I myself, I used to box. I used to train fighters, and I'm definitely going to go back into that realm at some point in my life. And I'm still involved in the sport of boxing. My son, not so much. He's not a fan, and I'm not going to force his hand in regards to that. Son, Jim, Green Eye Monster, I love you. And I know you're watching this with me right now, but we're going to be tuning in because we watch it all the time. But respect to you guys, building the rapport, the relationship, and I hope that your guys' journey takes you to the
Highest
promised, prospering lands of just giving yourself, your family, and your city the respect that you guys want to shoot for and stuff. I'm not from Mesa, but Mesa is part of the metropolitan Phoenix area, and you're here representing AZ, and I root for you guys 100%. I can't wait to see where your career goes. It does look like it did feel like I thought I saw Treadwick coming for you a couple years back, and I don't know exactly what was going on, like the slowdown, maybe because I know you're independent. It's hard to get those bookings and this and that, but hopefully this is going to be your star power right here. Yep. All right, best of luck, my man.
Thank you.
I know you got this. We will be ringside. We are going to be rooting you on. I promise you that, my guy. And afterwards and stuff, let's celebrate.
Yeah,
with the Coke, if you will, because I know you
Coke and a smile.
Yeah.
Coke Zero.
Coke Zero, that too.
Listen, we are from Arizona, and since we are giving our shout outs as we're trying to tap out here for everybody at home who's listening in, thank you guys for actually staying tapped in here. I got to give love to both Trini Ochoas in the house, paying us respect down here, man. I'd like to give a lot of love to Senator Ruben Gallego out there, man. I see you making some noise, man. Thank you for being you and having your voice heard all the time, bro. So, yeah, big up to that. I work at a very special place for everybody at North Founders, man. All the girls up there listening in. Much love to my team up there. My dorm coordinator, Mary, taking care of business. To Mr. Joe, Mr. Rodrigo, Miss Kelsey, and Miss Jasmine, big up and giving you guys a shout out. And lastly, I am a sports fan, man. And the Olympics started today. So Team USA, I hope you guys are taking care of business today, man. So much love, man. 4luvofboxing. One last thing, Trini, go ahead as we're tapping out, man.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you guys for having me, and I'll see you next time.
That's it. I got top of the world.
I gotta ask him real quick. Just real quick.
Here it is. Last one.
You are your own matchmaker. You have an opponent that fell out, and you can bring in anybody you want. No money included. There's no limits.
No stipulations.
You can call one person in to fight you right now. Who's that one name?
I want Shakur. He's the best person in the division.
That's it.
I love it. That's the mentality right there. This man.
That's the dog in him, man.
Right there, make sure you guys are tapping in. Make sure you guys are supporting Trini Ochoa. Tell them one last time where they can find you on Instagram, my man.
Trini AA.
That's it, bro. Top of the world with 4luvofboxing today. We out of here. Friday.